Hi, on to Viva's Canadian journey. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time, please don't forget to subscribe. It's very easy to do so. Just hit the subscribe button, and of course, don't forget to press the bell icon. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can get a 3-year work permit, so a 3-year postgraduate work permit in Canada by studying only a 1-year program. So 1-year program, 3-year postgraduate work permit where you can work with any employer in Canada. Okay, so let's get started. So 1-year work permit, 3 years postgraduate work permit. For me, there's a no-brainer. Right now, when people buzz me and say, oh, Biba, I want to come and study in Canada, I tell them, I say, okay, you have this option right now. As we all know, the postgraduate work permit is what you get when you come and study in Canada and you successfully finish your course. You're not owing your university any money. You get a PGWP. For most people, that is one of the advantages of coming to study in Canada. So that you can get some paid work experience when you're done. And this is how most people stay in Canada permanently and indefinitely, because you can work for any employer and then you start working towards your PR, your permanent residency. And that's the goal, and ultimately your citizenship. Now, prior to a couple of months ago, the way it worked in Canada is if you came to Canada to school for 10 months, you'll get a 10-month PGWP. If you came to study a 1-year course, you'll get 1 year. If you came to study a 2-year course, so that's how it was done. However, the government of Canada has changed this, and they've only changed this for students who want to come and study a master's program or a master's in business administration, an MBA. And we all know that, Canadian MBAs degrees are accepted worldwide. Okay, now the reason they've made this for only master students is because the Canadian government has realized that international students that come and study masters or MBAs here in Canada, they do better in the job market. What this tells me is that employers are willing and eager to hire students that have just finished their masters or their MBAs. It doesn't mean that other students that study like a postgraduate diploma or diploma will not get jobs. It just means that employers will favor students that come to do a master's or an MBA. Okay, so that is why the government of Canada has changed it. So right now, if you come and study a 1-year MBA or a 1-year master program, you will get a 3-year PGWP. Now, for me, this is amazing, because what this means is that you're done in a year and then you have 3 years. 3 years to look for an employer, 3 years to start work. And in these 3 years, you can be fussy. Let me tell you what happens when you come and you get a 1-year PGWP. What happens is that immediately after your study, you start panicking. Oh, I have to get a good employer. I have to get a job, really fast. 1 year, 12 months goes really fast, and I see a lot of students panic. In fact, some students, a handful, don't even get the full-time jobs they require, and then have to do a second degree, a second course, and now you're paying more money. Okay, but with this, you have 3 years. So if you come, you study a master's, an MBA, you have 3 years. You can take your time. You can even be fussy with the employers. If you get a job with one, you don't like it, you don't like the pay, you can relax, move on to the next. It gives you a lot of leeway. Okay, now everybody, you're probably listening to me and say, okay, Habiba, as usual, you made everything sound so easy peasy. So how can you apply for a master's program or an MBA if you're an international student? Don't worry, I'm going to take you through it. Okay, now real quick, I'm going to tell you how you can do it seamlessly and stress-free. The first thing you're watching this, you're in your home country, you want to come study a master's, first thing I would advise you to do is to get your documents ready. What I mean by your documents, make sure your transcripts are ready. Make sure, your passport is ready. Now, remember, you're coming to study, and then you're hoping to get a 3-year PGWP. So make sure your passport is not running out in the next year or 2 or 3. Okay, if your country is a country that requires English proficiency exams from Canada, make sure you've taken that. It's not all countries, but a few countries. And then make sure you have your proof of funds ready. This is Canada, you're coming to study, you need your proof of funds. Okay, now once you have done that, you have all your documents ready, you are serious, we want to get cracking ASAP, we're talking ASAP. We're in March right now. September is around the corner. A lot of colleges and universities are taking students in September, and you want to start ASAP. The next thing I would recommend you do, register at Halp. It's very easy to do. Google HALP. Okay, you see Halp Education. Click on it and register. It is free. It is very easy to do. It's like a registration form. You fill out your details. Okay. Now, what is Halp? If you're new to my channel or you've heard me say it before, Halp is an organization. Their mission is to make study abroad for international students easy, affordable, and very seamless, easy peasy. That is their main mission. They're there for international students, not home students, but international students. Now, once you register at Halp, you put in all your details. You'll be contacted in less than 48 hours by a coach. The coach will call you on WhatsApp on the number you have put there to verify that you're ready to get started. So when you're filling out the registration, make sure you put in the right details. When you're putting out your number, put in the country code, the area code, check the numbers correctly so you can be contacted. Now, remember I said I was going to show you how you can do it seamlessly. Once you get in touch with your coach, they verified your documents, and you start talking with your coach. Your coach, yes, you know what you want to study, but your coach would also recommend courses for you. Your coaches are here in Canada, so they understand the Canadian economy. They understand what employers are looking for. So they'll be able to recommend the best study option, so that when you're done, the goal is to get a job so you can start thinking of the next step, PR, citizenship. That is the goal. Okay, so the coaches are there to advise you. The Halp, people at Halp, they have partnerships with over 300 universities and colleges in Canada. That's one of the reasons I like working with them. So whether you want to study in Nunavut or in Newfoundland, or the province I do not know how to pronounce, Saskatchewan. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. That province in the prairies. Okay, or you want to study here in the lovely windy province of Nova Scotia. They have partnerships with over 300 universities and colleges. Okay, so you're going to be spoilt for choice. And the fact that they have relationships with 300 colleges and universities means that you'll be able to get your LOA, your letter of attestation, very fast, between 24 hours to 5 days. That's what I said, very fast. You heard me right. Okay. Now, I know there's a lot of you are watching. There's a lot of skepticism. I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna put up some reviews for you to see. Okay, I have few of my subscribers that have used Halp and are extremely happy with their services. Now, when I say 24 hours to 5 days, I mean it. But that also means that you have to be ready. You have to have your documents ready. So don't just register and then a coach reaches out to you and then it's like, oops, you don't have this ready, or oops, you don't have that ready. No, the coaches are ready to go. So you also have to be serious. You also have to have your documents. You should be checking online to see what the next stage is, what your coach might need something extra from you. Okay, so you also need to be extremely proactive. And like I said, this 3-year postgraduate work permit is for people who want to study a 1-year master's program or a 1-year MBA. Personally, I would suggest an MBA. There are 1-year MBA programs here in Canada. Okay, and the coaches are here to guide you and they're here to direct you. And the most important thing for me about these coaches at Halp is that they don't work based on, incentive or bonuses. They're given a salary. They're paid the salary. Remember how I told you earlier on that Halp is sponsored by Serena Williams, tennis player. Go and verify. Okay, so they don't do things like other, immigration consultants or coaches where, it's based on a bonus. Or, no. They will get paid regardless. They're paid well, and they're here to help you achieve, that dream of attaining a Canadian education. And they don't just leave you there. Once you come into Canada and you're done, you need an immigration lawyer to help you to transition from, one stage to another. You start doing your PR. An immigration lawyer will be available for you if you start using Halp from the beginning of your journey. And it's easy peasy. As my daughter would say, lemon squeezy. And that's it, guys. How you can come and study a 1-year master program. Get your 3 years PGWP so that when you are done, you are not rushing, you are not panicking, you don't just accept any employer. You can actually take your time and relax. And why not get free help from coaches that have your best interest at heart? Okay. That is how I'm gonna end it, because I think I've said enough about Halp. If you have any questions, or you still don't know how, Halp works or what to expect, or you're still being skeptical, because some people are very skeptical, send me a message on this video. You can put it in the comment section, or you can follow me on Instagram at Beaver's Canadian Journey, and you can send me a message there. Until next time, keep watching Beaver's Canadian Journey. Thank you.